I'm glad I asked that question because that kind of solidified and helped support my desire to work there. So that's... For me, I should keep eyes out for a potential next assessment. Is that correct? All right, awesome. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye now. Massive breakfast before going. Peanut butter, granola, protein powder, Greek yogurt. And I'm at the exercise vlog just to get fully caught up and then hit the road. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're off. Bye. Grabbing a full tank of gas to start this road trip really off. We are on the interstate and we're heading west. Been driving for about an hour 15. First thing that I listened to music for a little bit, but then I was listening to this video journalist talk about some things, and one of which was ALPRs, which are automatic license plate readers. And I don't know if anyone that's watching this has noticed them. I sure have, but they're the unmarked solar panel powered cameras that get put up everywhere around major cities. Most of them are brought to you by a company named Flock, and essentially it's the next step in our country becoming a surveillance state. All of these different agencies and departments all across the country in different cities and counties and things use them, and they make it very easy to share between locations and offices. And essentially it's a net that enables these millions and millions and millions of photos to be shared and accessed very easily. And the way that it has grown is terrifying. It's at the time that this guy was talking about it, it was valued at over $7 billion. They've put up, I believe it's well over 100,000 cameras as of now. I would even say the number is higher than that, but it's just crazy that it's just happening. And it's just happening. Certain parts of the country and certain city councils or jurisdictions have pushed back on this. Certain states have also been pushing back on it, but it's not just being used to track, for example, stolen vehicles, but it's being used for narcotics, battery, and immigration, and just all these things that once fully tapped into and utilized, if for example, the federal government decides to, then it's just like, well, the federal government has literally access to any human at basically all times. Because also Flock has been sketchy about like their transparency about, you know, there is no access, you know, or we don't have any work with the federal government, or there is no facial recognition, or it only captures cars and their license plates. But like all of those things have come out and they've since backtracked and said, you know, that either wasn't the truth or not the full truth, because they have worked with the federal government doing a pilot program. They do take pictures more than just license plates in cars. So, scary stuff. Weird time we live in. Weird time, scary, and I hope we don't enter a surveillance state as a country. That is in the argument of that is in the naive thought that we're not even already in a surveillance state. But in the chance that we're not already a complete surveillance state, I hope that we don't become one. In other news, I had a little bit of a lunch. I had some rotisserie chicken that I brought from home, and now I have some of the amazing brisket from the house. I'm gonna eat that now, and just keep heading west.
Redoing them in their garage or shed. Coffee break, they'd pass out, you know, where they get pieces and parts and all that. Through those meetings, this first part here opened up in '83.
Yeah.
And it was the back bay plus the back door.
Sweet. Sweet. So I stopped off in Lexington, as you can see, and I'm at the Heartland Museum of Military Vehicles. And I'm stretching my legs and checking out some crazy pieces of American military history.
He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with pride. He checked on his equipment and made sure his pack was tied. He had to sit and listen to those awful engines roar. You ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump.
So this is a chopper. It's not very tall. It's literally a foot from my head. Wow. This is crazy to sit in. This is nuts. This is surreal.
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. Zoom, 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 zoom. He counted long, he counted loud, he waited for the shock. He felt the wind, he felt the cold, he felt the awful drop. The silk from his reserves spilled out.
And this is where two brave pilots sat. That's insane. Here's the next room. Wow. There's a field ambulance. That's awesome.
Swung around his neck, connectors cracked his dome. Suspension lines were tied in knots around his skinny bones. The canopy became his shroud, he hurtled to the ground.
Here's a couple different ambulances. This is Army. We have Navy. Check out this beast. Got the tank track wheels. Same with this one. Here's a picture of this one loading up. Check out this one too. With a quad 50 caliber mounted on back 545 Maxim turret mechanism. That is crazy.
spot, the jeeps were running wild. The medics jumped and screamed with glee, rolled up their sleeves and smiled. For it had been a week or more since last the shoe had failed, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way.
Alright, I'm gonna step inside this because it says I can, but look at this thing.
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. Zoom, 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 zoom. He hit the ground, the sound was splat, his blood went spurting high. His comrades, they were heard to say, a hell of a way to die. He lay there rolling round in the welter of his gore, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way.
See it here in the back.
Gory, gory,
Flares, grenades. Ammunition's down here. Then we'll have more ammunition down here. Telescope. Gloves. Boots. That's crazy. Fire extinguisher.
from his paratrooper soon.
Wow.
He was a mess, they picked him up and poured him from his boots, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more.
And look how tight it is to go up to the front. I'm like squeezing. Marsh neutral, start, pivot, drive, tone. So from the front, this is how tight it is. And there it is. That's crazy. So that's what I just went inside. That's nuts.
Thine alabaster cities gleam, and dim by human tears.
It's crazy right here. And the part that sticks out the most to me, 30 miles per hour, an average fuel consumption of 1.3 gallons per mile. But to be fair, this thing weighs 63 tons when fully in use and manned and everything. Well, I'm really glad I did that. I don't know, I wish I would have looked at what time I went in, but that was awesome. That was crazy. The scale on a lot of those vehicles, I just can't even comprehend. I mean, wild stuff. So cool, and it was great to meet Nick, and he served in the Marine Corps for, I think he said 1968 to 74, I believe is what he said.
Unexpected.
And that's awesome, and thanked him for his service multiple times. And he also went to Iraq in 2005 through 2007. And when he left there, he said he was 55. So I mean, he served his country more than enough. Nick, thank you, dude. I thank you, sir. I appreciate you and all the sacrifices you made, for sure. Now I'm back on the road, and I have 2 hours until my destination. It's my next stop. Let's see. I might need to get gas here. Well, about 30 minutes out from Ogallala, 40 minutes-ish. And there are certainly signs that we are getting to more western Nebraska, some of which being, you can't really see it, but out there, oh, you can over there. Getting some hills, getting some bluffs. Wow. That is crazy. It doesn't do it justice how large it is. That's nuts. It just pulled off. Crazy to see this in person. Like I said, the camera doesn't do this justice at all. It is huge. But really cool to see this. And this is nuts.
Lori lit a cigarette and smiled and waved the smoke out of her face. Well, her black hair brown from the summer sun, green eyes looked around the place. And she told me that she loved me, and I grinned and grabbed her hand and said, I know. Let's get from here now, darling. If we're going, let's go on and go. Well, Lori said her family used to have a little money, and they still act like they do. But your daddy don't think I'm fit to sit in the same room with you. I never ever set foot in Sevier County, where your brother said it'd break my jaw. But here I stand with a dark-haired daughter of Southwest Arkansas. And I've been learning that the leaving and the barely breaking even, it's just a part of life for you and me. And I've been living with the loneliness, it's got down in my bones. I guess it's just another phase of being free. And I've been learning how to lose a thing I never laid a hand on all day long. Well, good Lord, Lori, I love you, could it go more wrong? Well, good Lord, Lori, I love you, could it go more wrong? La, da,
I drove past him before I could grab out my camera, and I don't think the camera would have been picking him up because I was driving so fast. But I'm glad I looked over to this side of the road, because there was like dozens and dozens of prairie dogs, and they were all just posted up in their holes or homes or dens, I don't know what you call them, but like right off the interstate, like literally right in the grass off to the shoulder. That was super cute. I want to say prairie dogs because they're not groundhogs. That's not right. And we're in western Nebraska, so I think prairie dogs make sense. But there were so many of them. There was dozens and dozens just chilling. That was super cute. Cool little find. Cool nature, cool beauty. It is funny. So I'm heading out to Beaufort, Wyoming. But it's funny, like, to think, okay, I was literally in the most, basically the most east I could be in Nebraska, being right on the Missouri River. And it's taken me, basically my whole time in the drive so far, minus those 2 pit stops, just to get to the other side of Nebraska. It's funny how from east to west, it's such a long state. But chugging along.
Queen chains dry, so I bought us both a bottle in downtown Broken Bow. Lori's got a buddy with a double wide.
Stopped in Sydney, Nebraska just to top off on gas, and I need to stop here because I didn't bring a blanket and I didn't bring bug spray, and I might want those. I find myself in a little predicament. The place that I am planning on camping, it is 1 hour and 10 minutes away, and the sun is officially setting in about 5 to 10 minutes. So that just means I'll have to pitch camp in darkness most likely, which is fine. I don't know how I got timing mixed up or messed up, honestly, but we're gonna make do. This is part of it, right? And then I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow is potentially go up to Jackson Hole. This is subject to change, of course, but just spitballing and game planning here. I might be going to Jackson Hole because if I do that, then I'm close to Grand Teton. I'm in the Teton Mountain Range in Grand Teton National Park. And then if I wanted to go further north, I could go to Yellowstone. But the mountains on Ye's album Ye is at Goss Venture Campgrounds, which is outside Jackson Hole. So I think that'd be really cool to see, and those mountains are super pretty. Maybe I could hike and I could camp there too. I don't know. We're gonna play it by ear, but it's part of the adventure. So, oh, speak of the devil, I was just about to say, I think I'm coming up to Wyoming here soon, and would you look at that? There's the state line right there. So let's cross this border. There's Wyoming. We're here. Woo! We've crossed the state line.
They were shaking dominoes, and I had good intentions till I had too many. I was stupid, I suppose. You better put a little money where your mouth is, boy. Try to keep it closed. And I've been learning not to leaving, and the barely breaking even. It's just a part of life for you and me. And I've been living with love.
All right, we have exited the interstate, and we are heading to the campsite. Vedawoo Road. Here we go. We have made it. We are parked. I bought the pass for campsite 29. So now it's time to set up camp. Camp is set up. Got the sleeping pad, sleeping bag, pillow, blanket ready. Now I'm making some dinner. Water's boiling. The first meal ready to go. Just gonna add water and eat some dinner. Freeze-dried Thai-style coconut curry. 25 grams protein. I think it was like 740 calories for the whole bag. Let's check it out. Nice. I think I put a little too much water, but it looks really good. It smells insane. Oh my gosh. And some peanut butter toast too.
It's raining. Thankfully, this tent is designed to be okay in rain. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed here soon. It's 10:10 local time, 11:10 central. I might read and then go to bed.